Welcome to the program. My name is Vince Nigro. On today's program, Rico Mancini, a boxing expert, someone who's taken me on as a client to teach me a little bit about boxing, exercise. As we get older, at all ages, we're always looking for a bit of a cutting edge, something new to do. Boxing is something that has always been on my bucket list, so I decided to take it up, and I want to share the program with you. Rico will take us through a whole course of 1-2 punches and what to do, what not to do. Rico Mancini on the program. Rico, thank you very much for taking me on as a specimen, a client. I'm here to be molded, and I just wanted to capture this journey from the beginning. A lot of people have thought of, maybe trying boxing, or some people have done martial arts like I have in the past, but I've never really put on the gloves. I've seen people do it. And everything's a trend, but boxing has always been consistent for many, many years. The workout is good. I just wanted to capture a bit of from day one, bottom steps. So before we get into the boxing in terms of the taping, your hands and whatever, when you meet a client like myself, or a person, a friend, whatever, and they want to train, depending on the age, what did any set of rules or recommendations or circumstances or anything you basically go over with?
It depends on their goals.
Right.
That's the first thing. I mean, some people actually want to learn boxing for competition purposes and so on and so on. Some people want to get into it for fitness, and there's all sorts of benefits to the boxing workout. Some people just want to get in shape. Other people just want to socialize.
Right.
And they're all fine, right?
And any set of rules or whatever, we just pretty much dive into it and try to have a little bit of fun and try to learn a few techniques, a decent workout if you can. I mean, aside from that, all that.
Always start out with technique, basic technique and so on, right? And you build up from there. I've been in a position of, I was a coaching facilitator, so I would certify other coaches or help to certify other coaches. And one thing that used to get under my skin was not all fitness people did this, but we would have fitness people doing the workouts.
Think that they can transition into the boxing world.
They can. I mean, they can. It's perfectly fine. My issue was that when we were doing the technique or trying to teach the technique, they would say something to, some of them, not all of them, would say something to the effect of, we're not training fighters, we just want them to have a workout. And they get it. But I would counter that with, well, if I was in a gym and I saw somebody doing, or you as a fitness coach saw somebody doing a squat with poor form or a deadlift with poor form, you wouldn't say anything? So technique first.
Yeah. And full disclosure, we met through a mutual friend, but I've done a previous show on Sully's gym, and you pretty much train the majority of the time out of that particular gym. And you were telling me off camera that it's really started to boom, that this whole boxing craze has started to boom.
I would say yes. I mean, Sully's was in some difficulty some time ago.
Right.
And Danielle and Philip stepped in to, they took over the business portion of it, and it's been doing great ever since.
And you, Rico, you've been around the fight game a long time, and you've seen a lot of people come and go. Do you still enjoy it? Obviously, you still enjoy doing this stuff here?
I do.
Yeah.
I love coaching.
Yeah.
I really do.
You actually love to see the progression of whether it's young kids or even
That's the main thing.
Yeah. Do you find that boxing and stuff, especially young people, help with the confidence as well? Like, is it a bit of a confidence booster as well? That
absolutely,
a lot of other stuff, mental in terms of
I mean, just going through some of the training, there are challenges along the way, and just by even attempting those challenges, that encourages you to continue onward. And small steps, but once you start that path, you gain a little bit of momentum.
Right.
You know, success is
Yeah.
success is what is it?
Proof's in the pudding.
Well,
Well,
it's encouraging in itself,
right.
right?
Itself. So I've decided to start step one, and appreciate you taking me on in terms
Pleasure.
of starting out on this journey. And I'm actually looking forward to it. So I was asked to get buy a good set of decent gloves and the tape that goes on your hands. So
And the wraps.
so the first thing is the wraps, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
can you help me with that?
Of course. Now, there are many ways to wrap your hands. Like, here's another. Okay. So, the main thing that I suggest is that you align those two fingers with your forearm. So, when you make a fist, and that's going to be thumb over top of your knuckles, these two knuckles line up with your forearm. That might sound familiar.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. Now, the only differences in modern boxing, or at least in modern amateur boxing, we teach to have the knuckles just slightly below the wrist. Now, the reasoning for that is if you punch above your shoulders, you're still able to hit with those two knuckles.
Okay.
Whereas if you have a perfectly straight wrist and you punch above your shoulders, you're likely to hit with these knuckles, which you don't want to do. You always want to be striking with the two large knuckles. Okay. So extend your hand, fingers extended. These two fingers line up with your forearm. Now, there are different ways that you can wrap your hands. I'm going to show you my way. It's pretty basic. But if we had to modify this wrap for concerns, for example, some people have issues with their knuckles, that would add more padding there. Some people have issues with their wrist, that would add more padding there. This is something in between.
All right.
Okay, so tight fist. Good. So I'm going to go around once. Open up. Okay. And again, keep those fingers lined up with your forearm. All right, tight fist. Okay, like so. Now, this is the one that I put some tension on, the one on the diagonal. Open up. I think we're good for a few times here. Tight fist. Open up. Tight fists. Open up. Tight fists. And I think I should be able to open up.
There you go.
Okay, well, ideally what would happen is I would go around again and finish here, but what I'm going to do for you is just do this right now. So what I would do is I would finish the way that I started. Tight fist. And that's that.
There you go.
How's it feel? Good? Okay.
Yeah.
Make a proper fist.
Yep.
Okay.
And the second one.
Okay.
Now, most of the people that learn to do it on their own, you can do it on your own, obviously, or yeah.
Oh yeah, and again, once you use them, you'll discover whether you know, you have concerns with your knuckles or wrist or whatever. So again, extension. Okay, let's do this. Make a tight fist. So before I go around your wrists, this is the one I put tension on. Before you go around your wrist, you make a tight fist. Open up. Okay, so I think 2 works for you. Tight fists.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, open up. Tight fists. Open up. Tight fists. Open up. Tight fist. Yeah, this is going to be all right.
Yeah, you can fit.
Okay, now this is the way I would have preferred to do it. Open up. So this will go here. Back around. Tight fists. And
There you go.
there you have it.
There you go.
How's it feel?
Yeah, much more compact than this one.
Good
but
stuff.
good stuff. Okay.
Well, I mean, that'll work.
Yeah,
right?
it'll work.
So, this also varies in that some people include a little bit more padding, a little foam padding, whatever. You can put it over here. Some people have an issue with there being material on their palm, right? And again, it varies from person to person, so you modify it accordingly.
Okay.
Okay, how's that feel?
Feels good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good stuff. Okay, want to start with some basic stuff? Sure.
I hope you've enjoyed the program today with Rico Mancini. He's taught me quite a bit. I decided after today's program and today's session that I will continue it. It was a knockout of a show, and we hope you've enjoyed it. We'll catch you next week on Insights.